So now we're going to access the settings. So the settings can definitely be one of the most confusing parts. So if it confuses you, do not worry, you are not alone. We will work through it together. To access the settings, you're going to click on the top. You'll see this wheel looking icon. Click there and you'll see this is just going to be your quick settings. So these are going to be basic things. So you'll see you can adjust what your inbox looks like. So if you want it to be the default, or if you wanted your emails to be more compact so that you can see all of them in one spot, they're spread out here, or the default is to include things like attachments so you can see those. If you scroll down, you'll see that you can change the theme. So this is just the normal one, but you can change it here. So this is now a chest background, or you can choose from other options back here as well. Now down here in inbox type, so I keep mine at default, but if you wanted to see emails that Gmail, they have these different types of sensors that can indicate whether or not an email is going to be important to you based on what has been important in the past. And you can click here so that those emails come up at the top automatically, regardless of when they were sent and in what order. If you want all of your unread emails to show up at the top, you can click here. Your starred, so your important emails will show up here. And then you can do some more finite ones, priority inbox, multiple inboxes here, but we are not going to mess with those right now. In terms of the reading pane, you'll see that there is currently no split, but if I click right of inbox, you'll see when I exit out of here that there are conversations. So if I clicked on an email and I wanted to see all of them in one spot, you can do that right here. To change that, again, you can click up here, or you can come back to your settings wheel, scroll down, and go back to no split. If you want to do that below the inbox, you can click here, and you'll see that when I click on another email, the same email thread, that it's just going to show up just like it did on the right side, but this time it's on the bottom. Again, to change that, come up here and you can do that. If you keep clicking on it, you'll see that it will just show up and disappear again. Now, if you do not want to see a conversation view, so that means that just like that email that you just saw, there are going to be all of the responses back to back, you can unclick this box. So what that's going to do is it is going to make every individual response show up as a new email in your inbox. So you'll have more emails, but it will be easier to see who they were from. So all of these right here are all of the emails from the same email that I had sent out. So all of the responses and the different interactions that I had. You'll see here that this was a reply to Cindy, and that these were different emails from different people. So now we are going to get into some more of the nitty-gritty settings. So these were the quick settings, but I'm going to click here where it says see all settings. It's going to bring you to a page that looks like this. So at the top, you'll see the option to use the original view, or there's a new view of Gmail, which you can select here. You can change your language. You can show how many pages you want. So if you want to have 100 pages in your inbox at once, that will just show more emails in your inbox so that you aren't having to go to different pages to see older conversations. Now, when I had talked earlier about undoing an email, this is where I was talking about. So the cancellation period is automatically set to 5 seconds, but I'm going to click it to 30 seconds just to have more time. So this is a great one to know about. So the default reply behavior. So if you want to just reply, you can select that here. Or if you always want to reply all, which please do not click this, you could click that there, but that is not necessary. Most people will just be replying to one person at a time. And if you're not, you can easily just change that in your Gmail. Now, scrolling down some more, you'll see the default text style. So if you wanted to change the default text or the size, down here, you'll see some other things. So if you ever get, the automatic suggestions for spelling or grammar or autocorrect, you can turn those all off here if they annoy you. And then we'll come down here. So you'll see this Smart Compose. So sometimes if you're writing something, it will pop up in gray letters what they think you're going to finish the sentence with. If you want to turn that off, you can click right here. And then again, this is just another spot to turn that conversation view off so that you see all of those individual emails rather than one big thread that's just very confusing to look at and make sense of. Now, this is a great one to know about. If you scroll all the way down to desktop notifications, you can turn your notifications on. So I'm going to put mine on new mail notifications so that whenever I get an email, it will just pop up. And then we'll keep scrolling. And this is a good one to know about, is that you can create a signature here. So let's just say I wanted my signature. I'm going to create the name of it. And then right here, you're going to see the signature area. So you can put Struby, you can put your email address, your phone number. And let's say that this was for the Lexington League. That would be one spot to do that. So I'm going to change this name to Lexington. And then that way, when I'm sending emails on the behalf of the Lexington League, I can use this signature, or I can add a new one for the Kentucky League. And you can do the same thing there and just have a different signature. Then down here, you'll see, so again, you can make any formatting changes here, but for new emails, you will see that you have the option of defaulting to a signature. So if you want to start and respond to all of your emails, mostly with the Lexington, then you can do it that way. Or if you want to use them in reply and forwards, you can select those here too. So that just means that when you are replying to an email, that your signature will pop up. If that says no signature, then when you reply, there won't be a signature, but it will be in any original email that you send. Now down here under vacation responder is a good spot. So I'm going to actually go ahead and schedule mine. So I'm going to click vacation responder on, and then starting on Friday, I will be out of the country until April 2nd. And I'm going to just say I am on vacation until April 2nd. And then down here, you'll see the message. So this is what will be in the body. I will have limited access to my email until April 2nd. And then that way people who email you will know that you're not going to respond right away. You can also include additional contact information. So if they had a question, or if you are, going back and forth with someone and you want to send them to a different person while you're gone, you can put their email address in there. Definitely get permission first. And then you'll see you have the option of only sending a response to people in your contacts, or you can only send a response to people in the League of Women Voters. So I'm going to click on only send a response to people in my contacts or the League of Women Voters. If these are both unchecked, it will send a response to anyone who emails you. So whether that be a promotional email, whether that be an email from someone outside of your organization, then they would get one of those too. But I don't think that that's as important for me to respond to quite quickly. So I'm just going to send it to the people who email me the most.